Hello, and welcome to the third episode of Blanket Fort's Kids on Brooms campaign, Interns, which is definitely what it's called. Our recap will be done by... A, you don't get a choice, you have to do it.
Okay. First, we all met all together to talk about weird shit, in the sense that we found a badge that said intern on it when we were supposed to be the first batch of interns. That's a bit sus. So we all were like, that's a bit sus. And then we went to bed. And then some people were carried to bed, which, you know, is a story in and of itself, but we'll get back to that. And then we woke up the next day and chaos ensued as we were taken on a little tour of the facility. We tried to talk to Rahul about life and things and noticed something sus once more about him specifically. He seems to have somehow forgotten parts of his identity or his self and is very apologetic about being a human being. And did tell us that he was brought on for some sort of engineering project, then it was like, no, but I'm not an engineer. There were like mixed signals coming from everywhere. And then we went through the kitchens and I made everyone, made everyone food. Florence made everyone food, sort of discovered the extent of her powers and what they could do with them. And met whoever was in charge of the kitchen. Her name was Jenna. And then we went through Mackenzie, who was the most amount of sus, and also is actually the secret Mick that we keep hearing about, who seems in charge of a lot of things, and like seems to have her fingers in a lot of pies. And we didn't really investigate more of that, but we're hopeful that later on Cam can go back and do some investigation on that end. And then we went to engineering, is what we did, so that Spencer could meet with Noah there. I say confidently. And he immediately started fixing things and making everything better and finding issues and started noticing things in people. So it does seem like a lot of our abilities are growing stronger the more time we spend here and the more time we spend kind of embracing those abilities. Then Cam and Florence went to the bathroom to discuss a sort of creepy message that we got, that Cam got, that said, keep on asking questions to Rahul, you're on the right track. And so we tried to ask more questions, but things got a bit messy. Florence panicked because couldn't reach Jules outside. Seemed like she's been blocked, which is not very nice, I'll say. But yeah, and then we sort of all went back upstairs, and then Spencer was still fixing things. And then I fell unconscious because I heard, you're focusing on the wrong thing, and then I failed a grit roll terribly and then fell unconscious. And I think that's where we left it.
Well, you fell very dramatically in someone's arms.
Correct. I fell very dramatically in Cam's arms.
Let's see if we can continue pulling apart this mystery. So, Florence, you slowly wake up and you are on the sofa in your living room, and nearby there is Cam and Spencer and Rahul, as well as like 2 or 3 people who you don't recognize, all talking to each other. That's what you wake up seeing. We scoot back a little bit in time. Cam, you were asked. Rahul asked you very politely. Do you mind carrying Florence? Just we can get on an aeroplane. We can get a bigger one, and then just head back to your rooms. There's like the paramedics are nearby. We've got some on site, and so they can just check on. Oh God, did I do something? Was there what? No, there wasn't anything in the history. I should have Okay, no, this is not the priority. We're gonna... Okay. Yeah, can you just... Great.
Carry? I can carry.
Okay.
Carry... Not a problem. How'd fireman carry, strong arm carry, lift over... What do you want? We're...
Whatever's...
Elevator carry.
Whatever's easiest for you. You are quite strong.
I get that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Cam is carrying Flo in a way that like doesn't jostle the body much. You know what I mean? Like whatever like cradle, like a baby cradle. You know, so your head and neck are supported. You know, safely in their large arms.
Very good. I know you just said it, but what is the engineer's name again?
Noah.
Noah. My brain is insisting it's Theo. I don't know why. I knew it was wrong.
We've not met a Theo yet.
I know.
Someone else could be a
Making
Theo.
a note that we should meet a Theo next.
I just don't know what names I throw out. So Noah's just kind of looking a bit gobsmacked, but it's just like, is everything okay? And Rahel's like, yeah, it's we'll get it sorted. We'll find out. It'll be fine. I can send you a message to keep you updated if you want to just make sure you know if they're okay or not, and it'll be fine. But I'm sure it's fine. I'll get it sorted. But yes, Spencer, are you coming with us? Are you still tinkering?
No, I'll definitely come.
Okay. And with the mention of tinkering, Noah gets looks over to the thing again, carries on. But yeah, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I just touched on. I was like, I'll send you some planes if I come up with anything else.
Oh, what? Yeah. No, sorry, I was looking at what you'd done. Yes, sure, absolutely. Good. It carries on looking at it and staring at it, trying to take it apart. Not literally, but trying to figure it out. Yeah, and so you Cam, you get walked over to where the airplanes are, and Rahul managed to open one, and it seems to be larger. It does seem to look like his, but larger. So you can get on, and he's like, I'll get yours sent over as well as Florence's. We can get that sorted, no problem, but just thought we should all get on one for now. Actually, Spencer, can you jump on this as well, and then we can all go together?
Do you mind if I just go on mine and follow really close behind?
Okay, if that's how you're most comfortable. Please don't fall off. I can't
No, I'll
for
be fine.
another one of you.
I'll be fine.
I'm scared right now. I'm scared.
Rahul, okay. Can Cam do a check? I am first aid trained, and I'm we saw internally between the three of us, we know that we're looking at weird stuff and solving a mystery, and weird stuff is happening, and we're coming into our magic and powers and stuff like that. I don't see any outside forces. Nothing came in, hit them on the head. Nothing they ate their breakfast this morning. There's no logical. There's no injury visible. There's no nosebleed of
do
secret concussion.
brains check.
Brains? Can I argue that it's grit or because grit is kind of like constitution, isn't it?
Go on, you can roll a grit check.
It's not that much better if it makes you feel better. It's not the D4. And I'm not using my magic for this, right? It's just...
No, you're just having a look-see.
It exploded! 11!
Yeah, from that you can tell there's nothing obvious that caused this, no external thing. You can also tell that Florence is breathing fine.
Yeah.
And everything. So you're not too worried.
Yeah.
right now. You're like, something happened, but it's not something that's like at an immediate risk. As long as Florence is kept safe and like looked at soon, it'll all be fine.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But yeah, so you.
So having done that check, I start to console Rahul, and then I'm like, wait, let me check. No, I'm pretty sure you didn't do this. Like.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I could have prevented it. But we need more information. It's fine.
It's possible, but let's go get them to a secure location.
Yes. And Rahul starts flying away, making sure Spencer's close behind. But yeah.
As Spencer is sort of like trailing behind a little bit, he's going to keep darting his eye between like the three of them on that plane, and like anyone that goes by, if I catch anything missing as soon as they see us, because I noticed how Noah's head started missing things when he looked at Rahul, and how Rahul's head started missing things when he looked at the technology. So it's like, oh, is there things that people aren't allowed to see?
There's a few people that notice that just because it's a bigger plane. Most people are engrossed in their work, and there's like they're in their own little pods and stuff, so they can't really hear any of the commotion either. But the few people that spot the giant plane flying over, air bike, they look up and nothing in the bike triggers anything. Looking at you guys doesn't seem to trigger anything. A few people who, not everyone, but a few people who spot Rahul have like a bit of a tiny little spots of void around their heads. There is like random other little spots here and there that you can see that seem to be like either consistent or just like you're unsure of what's triggered them. But yeah, that's what you notice. Rahul is speeding on to try and get you guys back to your living room, and is also simultaneously writes out a note, rips it into 3 and just sends them out. And yeah, is just speeding on, gets you into the living room, and is like, maybe put them on the sofa, Cam, if that's okay. If you're okay to keep lifting. The paramedics will be here in a moment to check Florence over.
Okay, so if I put Flo, on the couch, like laid out, her head slightly elevated, can I try and just like, since we have them here, like, Flo, like, or maybe we don't have a like food space in here, like we don't have a fridge or a freezer with like ice.
No, you have a small.
Can take and like put on their wrist or anything like that.
They have a small kitchen area, so you can go look for some ice. But yeah, as you walk over, the paramedics do walk in.
Okay.
So do you carry on doing what you're doing, or do you just?
No, I'm gonna let the paramedics take over. They're literally magic. So.
You see one of them. They'll like just immediately goes over to Florence, and the other two are talking to you guys to find out what happened. And the one that goes over to Florence just kind of gets their wand, and you see like a pink sparkle come out, and it just flows over Florence's whole body and comes back up, and like he comes back and joins the group of you, and is just like, seems like it's nothing to worry about. We should wake up and be okay. Seems like, I don't know, almost like exhaustion, but so maybe some rest is in order. I don't quite know what happened there. Were they showing signs of being tired? They might just be better at hiding it than most. Some people are very good at hiding it. I'd also suggest maybe, we've got some like food specialists and some counsellors on site. It'd be good to see them if someone's avoiding their how they're feeling. It's not a good sign. We just want to make sure that they're looked after and this doesn't happen again. But yes, I'm not too concerned about long-term effects other than the idea that they might be neglecting looking after themselves.
So are you gonna wake them up?
They'll wake up in their own time. I think it would be I don't want to just be like jostling them and they wake up to someone just.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna shake them either. I just thought maybe with all the magic you have something to, you know, magically safely bring someone back to consciousness, but that might have been too much hope, I guess.
We can do things like that, but we try to save it for more of an emergency. Just letting the body wake up when it wants to is always the safest option. Well, not always, but you know, in this situation where it's the safest option right now.
Do people often go unconscious here?
Not more so than like, I suppose in the engineering wing you might have a few more people because sometimes the things they build blow up.
Okay, so aside from you know, explosions and stuff, are there any magical ailments that like we would have not seen previously but that occur here? Is anything funny? I'm asking this out of character now. Is anything funny happening to them when I ask this question? I want to know if like.
No, they don't. They like the one that's talking to you is like being completely genuine. You do notice that one of the ones that was originally talking to you guys seems to have like some green like powering up around his head.
Specifically regarding to us. You said like when he's talking to us?
Oh no, it was when you said has something like this happened before, and like there was like some low level green, and then it went worse. But like he wasn't in that like talking to you directly, just like is listening obviously to and is talking to all of you. But he's a bit older, a bit more senior, and so that's why like he sent the guy you're talking to off to do the actual like checks and stuff, and was just like, I'll just explain to people and do the less of the busy work. But yeah, and he looks over at Rahul when you say that, and you notice more of the green, and Spencer notices a big void pop up. And that guy's it.
Right.
As you wake up, Florence, you get a ping of, I really want Flo to be okay.
Do I hear anything from the paramedics? Because I don't know who they are, so I'm waking up and I'm a bit like, there's lots of people.
You get the one currently talking to Cam's favourite food is loaded fries. And wants to be done because there's nothing more for him to do here, and so wants to go get lunch. Well, dinner. You guys kind of have missed lunch a little bit. From, I mean, I don't know what you get from Cam and Spencer, but from the other two paramedics, from one of them you get, I want to stop. I want to step away from like hearing distance from Cam. Like something about it. What they're saying is giving me a headache. And from the last person, you get just a. I want a living room this nice.
Okay.
I mean, from Spencer, you definitely go, I want to know who Rahul is. that's the one that comes through.
I think I'm gonna pretend I've kind of forgotten a lot of what has just happened, because that feels easier in Florence's mind than acknowledging what's actually gone down and like trying to wrestle with the fact that all of this is so much bigger than what they thought they were getting into originally. And so I think, yeah, she's just gonna play it like, oof. There's lots of people here. What happened? Don't tell me I blacked out, didn't I? Oh, okay. I'm okay. All of you can probably go. All the people who I don't know. Thank you for your help.
Rahul's like, has this happened before? Is there something we didn't have anything on your like medical file about blacking out? I'm so sorry if there was something I overlooked. Did I need to ask a question that I didn't?
No, this hasn't happened before. I think maybe the overwhelming aspect of learning that magic is real maybe got to me. I didn't sleep a lot last night. I woke up really early. I maybe
Right, I'm so sorry.
I thought water probably.
I didn't think this. I should have thought that through when I was making you guys the schedule. I should have made sure it wasn't so overwhelming.
No, it's not.
But
don't worry, it's not your fault.
Oh, and Mick was like, no, it's fine. It's like, get it all. Yeah, and so. Okay. Oh, but I'll try and slow my roll in the future.
No, genuinely don't worry. I think maybe I'm just a bit too weak to be here.
I don't believe that at all. I've seen you threaten so many people.
Do I need to threaten these guys for them to leave?
No, yes, you guys are fine to leave. Thank you very much for your help. And they all kind of go, and like
bye.
They kind of scurry out pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, we can.
Sorry for ruining everyone's big day. You can probably like go do whatever you were gonna do.
No, I had an idea.
Yeah.
I can get dinner brought here. And
good, yeah.
We can have like just a calm movie watch time so that you can rest and recover. Or something like that. If there's anything else you guys would rather do, I've cleared our schedule for the afternoon, evening, I guess. And yes,
that sounds absolutely lovely. Yeah, with all of my friends, all of them in the entire world, they're all here right now.
Jack won't be happy to hear that.
I'm gonna message Jack right now, and I write a little letter to Jack. Dinner at my place, winky face. And I send it to Jack.
Okay.
So everyone cleared out of this room, right? Like the other people left? So it's literally just the four of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well firstly, Cam has brought over some water and is putting that into your hand so that you have to have a drink.
Thank you.
Then Cam would obliviously be like, but what do you mean? You have this friend here. What's wrong with this?
I don't think... Apparently, she blocked my number, so I'm assuming we're not friends anymore.
But did something happen?
I kind of took the internship and she didn't want me to. But you know what? Like...
But that's not...
I found it weird, because I tried to contact her before, and, like, usually, even when we're not talking, we're talking, and it feels weird that since day one, I tried to, like, message her pretty much as soon as we got here, and with information that, like, she'd want to know. And, I don't know, it feels out of character for her, but then, if she doesn't want to talk to me anymore, I have to respect that, right? Right?
Well, yes and no. Because here's what I'm gonna say, and it's this. Rule, what were we gonna get for dinner? Would you be able to go place that order now? Because I just think that Flo could really use some food. So if you could, go place that order for 1 second, and then, you know, when we come back, maybe we can discuss what movie you all want to watch.
Yes, absolutely. You know what? I feel like we've had a big day, so I will say to the kitchen to get us what we most want.
Cool.
Yes, okay. And he
Sounds great.
runs off to his room.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, I'm trying to, as subtly as possible, which is not subtle at all.
Rahul is so delighted to know exactly what he's meant to be doing right now that he doesn't notice that you're trying to kick him out the room.
Yeah, I'm really not trying to be mean, and I am trying to do it in a way that I think, like I said, Rahul's always trying to help, so I'm like, genuinely, this is stuff that will help, but also like, step away for a second and be like, okay, cool. So, you threw your, and then Spencer, remember when we were hanging out last night and you said that maybe,
We weren't the first.
not just that, I was gonna say, should we, and I hold up my phone and I like take it too far away in the room. I like go in and put it in my bedroom and I come back without it.
Oh, wait. You had missing things. You're in your pocket. Do I notice? Is it missing from the phone as well? From Cam? Because it was in Cam's pocket, missing as well.
It was the phone. So when the phone gets put down, there's nothing missing on Cam's person.
There's something missing on your phone. And I'll like grab the phone and have a look.
What do you mean there's
see if
something
I
missing on the phone?
So you know how I said that I could see how things work, that it come apart like blueprints in my brain. When I was in there, when I was in the R&D, I something happened and my brain blueprint stopped being a blueprint, and I can see missing parts. I can see when things aren't working. I can see when there's things missing, and there was something missing from your pocket, but when you came back from the toilet, it was no longer missing from your pocket, but it's missing in your heart, and the missing in the heart got bigger, and then the missing on the phone, and then the missing in Noah, and the missing in Rahul, and the missing in Rahul gets bigger around technology, and the missing around Noah gets bigger around Rahul, and the missing around people get bigger around Rahul. There's missing bits everywhere, like puzzle pieces with broken pieces. And I'll go to the phone and try to like locate to see what's missing on the phone.
When you're looking at the phone, you're looking at it and you can see all the different components that make it up, and there's no component that's missing, but all of it seems to have like, when you see it separated out, you can specifically on the, hold on, I know technology for sure. Where memory is stored on this, there seems to be some void, but it's not like a component, it's not something's been taken out, it looks like there's just some void space around it.
In the memory, in data.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, can you go through all of your saved messages, files, pictures, see if there's anything missing? Because the data seems to have been moved around.
Can I do that then? I went to put my phone away and I was like, oh, can I bring it back? And I immediately go and start looking through stuff.
Can you roll a brains check?
Spencer?
No.
Me!
You.
Can I?
It's a low DC, you're just remembering your own stuff.
Hang on. Can I aid in terms of like seeing, like watching over the shoulder and see if any puzzle pieces come undone?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is this
So
magic?
I'll give you an adversity token for that. That's my last one because I've not. Yeah.
Don't do that yet. Don't waste it yet.
That's fine. I mean, yeah. I'll see how it goes because I might give you one, and I get a +2 when I help.
Okay, so brains is my worst stat. Obviously, is my dumb stat. So
It's
a
just
D4.
a 7.
Sorry.
I was gonna say it's just a 7, but you've got D4. Hopefully you explode.
I got a 4.
You
and
explode!
Then I got a 4 again.
Oh
and
shit! Explode again!
And then I got a 1. So 8,
Yay!
9 plus 1, 10. 10 on a D4.
On a D4.
Beautiful. So you're going through and you're like, I remember everything on my phone as exactly as it should be, and you're looking through and everything is where it was. Your old messages are there, the messages you sent, the messages you received since that you've seen are all there. You can't see anything out of place. Nothing seems to be missing. And you're pretty confident on that.
It's normal. This is
Try to
like.
look closer at the text I sent earlier.
Can I do that? Can I...
Yeah, it looks.
From here.
It's been sent. You are noticing when you look through the messages you've sent since you've been here, there's like a bit of green around it and a bit of like it's black but not in a void way, it's still in a shimmery way. Like it's another colour of magic, but it's black.
And that's around the messages I've tried to send to my family?
The messages you sent to your family, the messages they've sent back, messages that were sent to Jules.
Okay. Can I try to send a paper plane to Jules?
You have tried that before, I will point out.
I'm
Yeah, don't they not leave the campus,
Trying it-
essentially?
yes, which is the whole point is I want to see if Jules is on campus. I'm sending it. You up? Question mark.
It goes off.
It goes off.
It goes off.
Do I not see it come back?
You don't see it come back.
Okay. 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 Guys.
Yes.
What?
Jules is here. She's here. That's why she's not getting my messages. That's right.
Who's Jules?
You get a paper airplane waiting for you.
Oh no. I open it.
Yeah, it just says, why am I coming to your place? Question mark. Then it says from Jack, and then it says in brackets underneath, also she is, she said, in close brackets.
I'm gonna send another message back and be like, don't worry, we'll come to you. Where are you now? Close it. Send it to Jack.
No. That's it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Send. Guys. Jules is here. Jules is my best friend, whomst I live with when I'm not here. And I think she's here. Jack sent me a message replying to the message I sent to her. I think she's with Jack on campus.
How?
So-
Okay. How do we know that that made it to Jack?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sorry, but like, so far we've been told a bunch of things, some of which happened and some of which are true, but some of them are not adding up. So how can we trust anything that we don't know for certain because we've seen it happen to be happening?
Rahul bursts open his door and he's just like, I've ordered food and snacks. Is there anything else you guys need?
Answers, Rahul. We need answers.
That's very...
That's what I'm here for. What do you need answers about?
Oh, brilliant. We were just wondering, like, a lot about you, because, we've talked lots in the meantime, and on the way here, and we know very little about you.
Ask away. I'm an open book.
How long have you
Brilliant.
been here for?
Just over a year. You've already asked that one.
So have you been meeting, like, every newcomer that comes here since then?
Like every so often there's just like one person that's like joining at a time. Like if we have like just a slow hiring time because sometimes we don't know what's happening, and then I don't have as much interaction with that person because then like someone else can just take charge of that. But when we get a few people, which is usually when we're hiring, then yeah.
So what do you do in the meantime?
I will schedule, like I'll help sort out the schedules for the upcoming people that are coming in and stuff, and sometimes I help out with mixed stuff because like she's got a lot of messages to get through, so I'll just go over and like help her filter through. I don't know, I think me just being there helps her or something.
Rahul, is there somewhere on campus we're not allowed to go?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend going into any of the executives' offices, but that would just because it'd be kind of a bit rude. And I wouldn't walk into a toilet if someone else is in there.
That's sensible.
Can I?
Other people's bedrooms generally off limit. Obviously, if you've been given permission, you can.
Can I keep an eye to see if there are any more pieces that seem to be falling out or clicking back in Rahul?
There is when actually, you know what? Roll me a brains check. I keep giving you guys this stuff for free. You need to
is
roll
that with
for it.
Brains with magic?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I'm looking at magic brain.
You're looking at magic brain stuff.
Oh, that's the magic die explodes. That's a 9 on the d20. The magic die, so that's 4, 6, 10. That'll be 19.
This is why I don't bother with dice roll.
It was a 4, then a 2. That's and then a +4, so 10 plus 9, 19. Yeah.
You see the when you are asked when he started, it wasn't initially something missing, and then there was, and then when he said he goes to help out with mixed stuff, big old gap, especially when he's like, I think my presence just sort of helps, and what else is there? What else have you asked? Is that all you've asked?
So far, yes.
Okay.
I think.
Yep.
It was about if there's anywhere we're not allowed to be
Oh yeah.
on the campus. It was how long he had been here. It was...
Yeah, there wasn't
Oh, yeah.
anything with the where you can't go on campus.
Raul, when did this campus open?
Oh god, I should know this. This is like a classic starter question, and I should know it. I want to say 10 years ago.
Who started it?
It was Wendy.
Wendy's the founder of this company?
Wendy's the founder of the like R&D department. There's like some big head over in the headquarters in London, but like R&D is...
Who was here before Wendy?
There wasn't anyone here before Wendy.
Anything funky happening?
No? Seems to
This
be...
is me asking out of character if anything funky is happening when we ask about...
Yeah.
Roll charm, isn't it? That's what I've been getting you to roll with magic.
Charm magic. No, this one and this one and get out of here. Give me some space. Give me some room. Room to roll. Get out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So the same places where Spencer was spotting the missing things, you spot more of the green stuff going on. And then with the more recent stuff, there doesn't seem to, like, it seemed like some green over the how long it's been here, but not like as much as there have been at other times. It's just like a vague green tinge, like a Twilight movie. And then with the other stuff seems to be just normal. Just doesn't seem to have anything notable.
Nothing about Wendy being the first one here and starting this place, like nothing.
No, nothing funky came up. Just Wendy started the R&D.
Rahul, do you have a family?
Not that are currently living.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's been a long time. It's fine.
Puzzle pieces?
Nothing seems to be missing there.
Do you... What did you do before you came to Mogul?
I worked on a lot of projects. I was kind of a bit of a recluse. Working in this job has really helped me sort of get more comfortable with people. I'm not great at it yet, but I'm getting better.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much. But I used to build things, and I had like a blog that I kept about it, or about all the things I was trying to build.
Could we see that?
I took it down.
Would it have been something that I would have seen before? Because I'm big into blogs, and especially when it comes to technology, I am on all the forums. Would you know, like, how long? So you've not been here for very long, so I would have probably interacted with you at some point over it.
Oh, maybe that'd be fun. Yeah, my blog and my username on most things was just it was Rocket Ship Maker 34.
That was the crafting seer. So would we have interacted at some point? Because I was into rockets for a long time, especially like 3 years ago. There was a whole thing where
it's not ringing a bell. And Marcio, your Spencer's your do a brains check. Not a magic one. A normal brain.
Boo, normal brain.
What did you get?
It's a 17.
Screw you!
16 plus 1.
Okay, well, for a second you're like, I've not interacted with that username at all. I would, that's really odd. And then you're like, no, I'm just thinking about in the last few years. And then, if you think about, 6-7 years ago, there was a lot of stuff being posted by them, and, you saw a lot of stuff, and that's, you were a bit younger, so you weren't, interacting as much, but you were, following along and seeing what was being made and stuff.
6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as I think, do I know... Because obviously when it comes to building things, I kind of remember anything that I found interest in. And it probably influenced now, thinking if it's 6-7 years ago, I would have been 14, 13. So does that mean that I probably would have been influenced? It probably would have been during the time that I like this. So do I remember any part of that project that he was making?
You remember that there was like a lot of eclectic projects that seemed to be like bounced between, and I'm trying to. What kind of projects would Spencer be interested in? And I can tell you which ones that Rahul might have worked on.
Oh, anything from like literal rocket science to like, oh look, I turned my microwave into a 3D printer, or like nonsense. Especially at like the teenage year, like think ADHD brain bouncing between lots of different projects at once.
Well, he had like a series where it was Will It Rocket? And it's just going to like a scrapyard and finding an appliance and seeing if they can make some form of little rocket out of it.
So I go,
Is it cake but for nerds?
yeah, that tracks. And I'll go, wait a minute. Will it rocket?
That's me! I mean, that's not my name. I'm Rahul, as you know. But I did,
the
I
series.
made those, yeah. I made little rockets.
Rahul, that was 7 years ago. That series went quiet.
I mean, no, I didn't start it that long ago. It was like 3 years ago that I started, and then I stopped here when I started here, and...
I'll take my phone out and go on like the equivalent of YouTube and look it up.
There's nothing there.
Of course, you took it down. No, that. Look, I'll bring out my laptop and I'll go through like my hard drives, and I was like, there was a period of time when I was about 13 that I got really into Will It Rocket, and I started to build my own. There was a whole competition.
No, I've seen your application. You're more than like 16 years old.
My point exactly. And he's like, he goes on things and start looking through his files, and he's like start going through like ridiculous folder structures. It's like by year, then by month, then by project type, then by project, then by like iteration of project. It's like folders upon folders upon folders, like cascading down. It's like, there we go. 7 years ago, the project. There you go. Will It Rocket application 36. Will I be able to turn this old radio into a rocket? Yep, there we go. And then like as he opens up, there's like a project file which has the videos of Rahul's like attempts that were like radio-like, but like screenshots of it. And then next to it was like scanned pages that he's like annotated saying like, oh, maybe I should try this and this, and like radios have this, so I might need to add this, and maybe I can use magnets to like do the force. And it's like clearly dated and marked and stamped, and like it's got all of the data types as well. It's like, that was 6 years ago.
And
again, I'm looking for that puzzle piece to see if it fits back in.
There's like something, but like there's not something specifically missing here, because obviously like Rahul remembers making this. You're seeing Cam's seeing a lot of green around his head right now, and you are. See, it's not something missing in his memories, but there's something missing in like a different part of his head. You can see that there's something like not fitting together.
The time disparity, probably.
There's 3 mini paper aeroplanes come next to all of you. It says, keep going, but work faster.
I touch mine and grab it.
Are they all the same?
Yeah, they're all the same.
This is why I blacked out. Someone entered my brain. Did I tell you guys this? I can hear people's thoughts now, I think.
What do you mean you can hear people? What am I thinking right now? Thinking of a number. What is it?
4.
Wait, was that what I was thinking? Hang on.
Are you guys still in the living room, by the way?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking to him in the living room.
Yeah.
We're talking in the living room. Okay, Rahul, can we... I don't know if we can trust you. I'm going to say we can trust you.
Oh, if you don't trust me, I can leave.
No, stay
I'm so
here.
sorry.
You stop
Okay.
doing that. You're part of the group of the group. You have to stay here with us, and you have to help us figure this out. We have to figure out why you're missing chunks of years of time of memory. And we need to figure out what the fuck is going on in this place. And we need to figure out why people talk inside of my brain and why my best friend is missing.
I know someone we can talk to.
Is it Mick?
No, it's Wendy.
No.
No, I okay. You don't have to trust me, but I'm telling you, I always I'm not very, like I said, I'm not very good at the people-y part of this job. And I had fun building things back when I used to build things. But what I'm like really good at is knowing who to talk to.
Why do you like talking to Wendy?
No, I just feel like sending a message to Wendy right now is the right move. But you guys can do whatever you want if that's
Is
not
that
what you
your
want to do.
thing?
No.
Is knowing who to talk to your thing?
What do you mean?
My thing is seeing how machines work, what's missing, what makes them tick.
My thing is knowing what people want. And it used to be just food, and now it looks like it's all of it.
Is that your thing? Knowing who to talk to?
I don't. And you see like big chunks of void and so much green. And you feel like really wanting to not carry on, like not wanting to go down this road, but also really hoping that he gets to be special too.
So we're all like standing in the living room kind of thing, like we're all standing around. Can I very gently be like, Rahul, just, we don't know exactly what's happening here, but if you could just come with me, can I try and like direct him over to the couch to sit him down? Cause like this is a lot. Like we don't know what's going on, but this is someone whose memory has actively been addled with. Like, so I want to like sit him down so that we can kind of be around him without like compressing around him. I'm gonna like sit next to him. If he'll let me direct him to the couch and like sit him down and sit with him. And this place is magic. Everyone here has some kind of magic. That's, you know, we're all figuring out our magic, but even I didn't have this before. You, and I'm pointing at Flo, you both of you knew yours already, but now that you're here, it's also different and changing and more. And mine so much I didn't even know it before, but now I can't not see it. I can't not see it on everyone all of the time. Are we changing because we're in it and we know it's here and there's so much more of it? Or is it changing because this is how it will be the most useful to them? Or is it changing because...
You're asking a lot of magical theory questions. I
Rahul,
think, yes.
if I knew there was something hurting you, and I wanted to take the thorn out, would you trust me to pull?
I trust you. We're friends.
Great. I take out my wand.
Wait.
I'm
This
not
is a
hurting
thing
right
where
now.
we can all team up. You know the pieces missing. You can see where it's coming from. I'm useless. But if the two of you
Not
work
useless.
together, maybe you can pinpoint somehow where it is and try to reverse it. try to change the colour for you, Cam, and try to fill the void for you, Spencer.
That was my plan. I spent a lot of time last night reading a lot of, honestly, absolute terrible guidance, but something that I've noticed in common in every magic lore there is a lot of magic was originally used for healing purposes. And missing pieces, especially in the head, often means an injury to the mind. So I was wondering if there was a way to dispel or to return what was gone. And honestly, with what I've seen here for the past couple of days, will, if it's strong enough, will manifest. And that was my hope.
Maybe if you try to think really hard about the stuff that's missing, I can also latch onto that and help you from here.
Yep.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. I don't know a lot about magic theory. I have been doing magic more than 2 days, so can I? I just wanted to chuck in 2 cents.
Of course, it is about you, so it's yes.
So the things that you could always do, that's your talent. Everyone has a talent. It is kind of your magic, but you don't think of it as a magic, you think of it as your talent. And when you know magic, you kind of understand it a bit better, and you can most people can deepen it. I never got that far. I've got like I said, I've got the talent of knowing who to talk to. I don't quite have much more than that. And also there's like there's a limit to how much one person can do magic. That's why we have like the bikes with the pedals. You only have a limit. That's why we have the big potion bottle, because we need more magic than one person can channel, so to do big things. So if you're trying to alter my brain,
Not alter. Your brain is already altered. I don't know what the best way of saying it. I can see it in machines. I can see when someone stuffed something in or taken something out, and it seems like people have taken something out.
and what do you want to do?
I want to see if they've taken it out, or if they simply put a blanket over it.
Oh,
I can start small if you like. I can. You said that you don't
you're just
remember.
trying to look, though, right? You're not trying to
Yes.
change.
No, just peer. Just
Okay.
look.
That's okay. I feel like that's less likely to go wrong if you. I don't think there's anything
No, I just want to know
altered, but if it will make you feel better, I'm happy for you to look. I'm just not. I
Would
don't
it-
want you to be.
would it make you feel better if I, instead of look to myself, if I found a way to make you look to your memories?
Oh, it's not about that. It's just about I'm happy to look. I'm happy for you to look. It's just I thought you wanted to go like rummaging around, changing things in there, and that could take a lot of magic and a lot of skill. And I'm sure you're very talented. I know you're very talented. I saw you make a thing, but you are new to magic, and I don't want you pointing a wand at my head to try and change things. If you.
Oh, I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
I think I made my point. I rely on technology a lot of the time. I was going to give us a way of looking with magic, but with less magic. And I think back to the thing I just made with Noah, which reads the mind and lets the thought through. But to go deeper and look at the subconscious and let the thoughts through. And I bring all of my clutter that I'd grabbed on the way, and I was like slightly, every time I picked a piece I'd pocket another, and with my laptop, like with the laptop from here as well, and all of the kind of like pieces of metal and stuff, I'm going to try to fill the gaps with magic, essentially, in trying to rebuild that machine. But this time with some of the fixes that I didn't tell Noah about, to go a little bit deeper and see if I can catch what's been hidden by the blanket.
Okay.
Basically, that's my plan.
Roll a magic brains check.
Can I oh, forget it, actually. No, I don't think I can do it without being snow.
No? That's a 13.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 adversity tokens I'm willing to throw some in here.
Yeah, what was the check?
It was a magic brains check. Are you saying the DC?
Yeah, what was the DC?
The DC was to build this, it was 16.
So you're
Yeah.
missing 3.
3.
I'm happy to give 3.
Do we have to do double to give help? Is that
No.
what it is?
No.
No. Okay.
How are you helping?
I think I'm trying to get Rahul to think back on, like, I'm trying to get him to think specifically about engineering, about making things that he couldn't have made before the big 5-year chunk of life missing. So like stuff here at Mogul, stuff where we noticed that there was a lot of green and stuff like that, like specifically in the engineering department. I'm trying to like guided meditation to that sort of picture yourself working on these machines, picture yourself writing down stuff on like testing this equipment and being like existing as yourself in this lab. Try to picture yourself there.
How does how is your version of the machine work? Like, how can you find
It
out?
essentially incorporates my headphones, and instead of like just blocking it out, it filters the wavelength outwards as well. So like it will be taking whatever's happening, magical wavelength of thoughts, and then passing them through the headphones and then down into the screen essentially, so you can visibly see it, almost like filming a dream. But then as your memory starts cycling, it will start cycling through in front, and if anything changes, we'll be able to see almost like static changing back and forth, like someone's cut the film, the physical film, and glued two other things together. And like that's it's probably like breaking apart the existing laptop and breaking the Mogul laptop and some of the bits that I stole, and some of the headphones those are gone now because they've been melded into the machine as well.
So as you guide Rahul through this meditation, he's sat there on the sofa. Are you like sat in front of him, or Florence? Where is everybody?
I think I'm sat cross-legged in front of him on the floor if he's on the sofa, so I'm below him so that he can choose to not look at me whenever it feels like uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm like kneeled beside Florence because I'm manning the machine, and like as the kind of the magic comes out of my pen wand, it sort of like links. I'm basically like half magic, so it's like as the things get close, I'll then grab them and like tie them together and solder it together, or like it's kind of very much a mixture between the magic components appearing, and as soon as they appear, I take an instinct and like grab it and physically put the machine together.
Cam, where are you?
Cam is sitting next to Raoul, and like I'm holding his hand in case it gets too much, so he can like, you know, if he gets upset or scared or worried, he can like give him a little squeeze of support.
Raoul seems a bit confused at first and is like going through the memories, and what you see is like when Rahul started, the outside of the building was the same as the outside of the building that you guys saw, and the inside looks a bit like something stuck over it, like a collage of like there was an old picture and the current image of what it looks like has been stuck over it, and you see that kind of thing coming up a few times, and then it just goes to static for a while, and then it'll come back with little bits of interactions here or there with people, and then it'll cut out again. And then there's loads of just static, and then there's lots of like the memories that are there will have stuff like there's a lot of like computer screens are like have got the like pasted over stuff, and you'll have like Jerry looks stuck in places where Jerry shouldn't be. Like there looks like there wasn't a counter there, and suddenly there's the counter Jerry in a memory, and like yeah, so it's static and then some stuck over memories and like more static and stuff like that.
As we're looking through that, I'm looking to see what his reaction's like to those images.
You see when it's the pasted over images, he's kind of like a little unnerved, but not too much. More, it's like when you're watching Polar Express, where you're just like, this looks a bit odd, but it's fine, I think. And you're just like, yeah, I'm a little unsure.
Like Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny Valley type, like something's up, but I can't quite put my finger on it. And then when it goes to static, he looks stressed. Not that much, but Cam, you know, like Rahul's got a death grip on your hand during those parts.
Just every time there's static on the.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
I'm paying attention, but I'm just like.
And ours goes, how you doing, Rahul, with all of this?
I'm just trying. I don't know what's. I'm just getting a lot of headaches. I think you need to work on that. I'm just.
Okay, and I'll take the headphones off him, and then the screen kind of goes blank because there's no mind to read essentially. He goes, okay.
Cam, can you roll a charm with magic?
Yeah, and as doing that, I'll put it on me. He's like, let me show you, and I'll put it on me, and I'll think back to those 6-7 years ago, me watching his videos and then building machines alongside it.
Both my dice blew up.
What?
And my magic dice blew up again. Hang on, I gotta do the math on this 1 second. 27, because I forgot I have inherent points.
Okay, well, on a 27.
Yeah, go on, Ambereen. What did we get on a 27?
Yeah, nothing. No, the green was like really pushing to get darker and darker as the static was starting. And it somehow seemed to be worse with the pasted over images. That didn't seem to bother him that much. And then the other stuff was like, was just sort of like simmering a little bit. And then at one point during the images, it's like it got so saturated that it was almost physically there. And that's when like you felt your hand truly being crushed by this twig of a man. And like it's also when he said he had the headaches and took the headphones off.
Cam's focus is on helping and healing, because I have like the main trait I took for some of my specs and stuff like that is guardian. It's protecting others, it's like helping and like keeping him safe. So this Cam is here, you know, obviously we want to know the mystery, but not at the cost of hurting this person. So in just a few days, you know, we've all befriended Rahul pretty, you know, quite a bit. We care about him. So
yeah, so that like it comes through, and on the 27, I'll say that the green was building and building, and like when you squeezed his hand back, it seemed to, and he like took the machine off, it dissipated and was like going down, and like he's like blinking a little bit, and you see it go. And Rahul's just kind of like blinking a little bit.
Cam is
Um,
because I'm watching this happen, right? I think Cam is gonna like is already holding his hand, but is like putting another hand like kind of on the back of his neck. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that kind of like when you got a headache and you're like thing.
You get a Flo. You get a very much. I want a glass of water right now.
I'm gonna bring a glass of water, like in the same glass that was given to me. I'll like rinse it out and then give it back.
Raoul takes it, downs the whole thing, puts it down, and is like, "So I've got a lot of gaps in my memory. I think."
Yeah.
7 years worth.
That was 7. He was so small.
I didn't grow very much. My growth spurt was like 16. If you can call this a growth spurt.
Raoul's like laughing, but there are tears just running down his face.
Oh, baby.
I don't know what I'm missing. There's
That's
so
okay, we're
much
gonna-
missing.
We're gonna help you figure it out.
I was like, I'm sorry if that's a lot. But sometimes when someone forgets, seeing something they were familiar with might help them recall. And I'll take out the intern badge and hand it to him.
He's like looking at it. We need to take. And he takes a paper out of his pocket, scribbles something, puts it on a paper plate, and sends it.
That's fine.
Okay.
That made me feel unwell. Which probably means it was something.
I'm sorry, I
It was
didn't know it was going to be that overwhelming.
It's fine. I feel just a little bit sick. It's fine. It's just like it's a wave going over me, and it's passing. It's fine. I can let go of your hand. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Do you need to lay down or put your head between your legs? Sometimes that helps.
Do you mind if I lean on you? And it's just a little plonk.
I like pull him in. This is what I'm here for.
I motion to Da Vinci, who will come in very gently and place a head, just like the head, on the lap, and start purring.
Whilst this beautiful scene is happening, I'm just gonna check the notes that we've gotten, because we now have a few, both from the person who wants us to figure things out and from other people. Is the handwriting something we've seen somewhere else?
How closely have you been paying attention to things? That's the question.
I guess roll with brains if you
you
want.
could
If it's
roll
people,
something.
I'll say it
roll-
flat out. If it's people, Spencer not so much. But if it's any form of data or knowledge or technology based, he would have been all over it.
Oh, I have an answer that'd be funny, but it's not true, so I'm not going to do it. But he's so funny. Yeah, roll a brains check. DC. This is a tough one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
18.
Just straight brains.
Okay.
This is a magical check.
That's a 9. That's
Can I give some help?
You have 9.
I've
I mean,
still got
if you-
4, but I did want to
sorry.
keep some for later.
I can give you 2.
How many do you need? You needed 9, you said,
I
right?
need
That's a lot.
9. I've got 4. That's too many. If I get
No.
on my plane, all of my adversity tokens are worth +2 instead, so maybe I can cheat. And then I just need 1. Can I just zoom around the room a little bit whilst I'm thinking about this? Help me clear my head.
You know, having a little thought.
Wait,
having a
wasn't
little
your
think
Yeah.
plane
on your-
specifically left behind? I don't mean to be pedantic,
No.
but your plane was specifically left behind.
You were passed
Mine is the
out.
only one that came with me.
Yeah, that was smart of you.
But they're magical planes. I can probably call it to be, right? Right?
I mean, it said it was going to be delivered to you. It's just not currently here. It's been
Fine.
not that long.
Do we bring our brooms into the room, or do they have to park them like outside?
They come into the living room.
Yeah, they fall into the living room.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's one of
Okay,
the
I'm just going to
slabs.
accept
over.
the fact that I failed this roll, and I'm going to take 2 more adversity tokens for later.
Well, okay.
Right. You see an aeroplane fly in.
Grab it. Open
It's
it.
not for you.
I'm
The
reading it.
assumption
I'm reading it.
immediately. Roll a flight check to catch it. Go on.
No, don't make me roll. Fine.
This is it's not it. It goes straight to roll. He opens it. It says, "Come to my office."
Who did you message?
Wendy.
Wendy.
I messaged. Yeah, I sent it to Wendy.
Okay, is that what you want to do right now?
Yeah, I need to talk to.
If you think...
Oh, we need to go there.
Okay.
Your gift is telling you that we need to speak to Wendy.
If you think
Can-
back on it...
It's mine's not the same as your guys's. You
I think
guys.
it is.
No, but like I mean, as in I haven't found the trigger to make it as like
I think you
as
have.
real.
Maybe you did and they took it.
I don't
Or
know,
they
but
hid it.
can we go?
Yes, we will go.
Okay. Are you guys okay with big plane?
I'll
I think we
write
should
my
take
own.
our own.
But
I would
I'll...
quite like my plane back, if that's okay.
Oh, you can borrow a plane. Yours is being dropped off.
Bum,
But
bum,
we're going
bum.
back there anyway. That's where your planes are.
Okay. Alright. Big plane it is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just for the paranoia in A's face, I want like all the hedges to come to life and try to eat you guys while you're on this plane. It's not what happened.
I don't trust the big plane, okay?
on the way out, I'll have Da Vinci hop on my shoulder again, and I'll go, okay, we might be going into danger. I'm gonna need you to like keep a sharp eye out, run interference if you need to. Let's go. Full on acting like this is a sentient magical being because that's as far as he believes.
You do see that Rahul has gotten Donald out again and is just
Yeah.
petting Donald.
Remington is in my hair. Poking it.
I assume Remington's been in your hair the whole time.
Yeah.
Controlling
Remington's been
their
in my
entire
hair.
action. The voices that you hear telling you that you have to sort this out, Remington.
Remington Sheffington the Fourth himself.
Remington is trying to like yell at you from above.
Yeah, it's not in your head.
That's
He's
why it was
literally
awful
there.
handwriting. It's because it's actually a rat.
The headache is just him pulling too hard. That's all that is.
He's like, come on!
Oh. As you guys get to the warehouse, you fly over all the prismatic glass rooms, and Rahul plonks your big plane down.
I'm this time
Yeah.
actually actively trying to pick up on the voice that I heard before.
Right. You don't have to try very hard. You can hear it just on repeat, being like, I want them to solve this. I want them to do it faster. I want it to be done. I want out of this. You can also very loudly hear I want to a completely different voice. I don't know if you get them as voices. I don't know. I think you just get them as vibes, but a completely different vibe. I want to get through this quicker. I want to have a faster process. I want to make this bigger, and I want to be in charge of it.
Does it sound like Mick?
The vibe like
This is the
vibe.
vibe, the same distrustful vibe I got from Mick earlier.
Do a charm check. DC 16 to check someone's brain vibe.
Alright, that's a 4.
Really?
You can roll your magic
the
die
magic
if you
die?
want.
I'm gonna roll the magic die, alright.
Explode,
I'm
explode,
allowed
explode,
it.
explode.
Plus 1, alright? That's a 5.
Listen, it had to balance out.
You
somehow.
got
I'm so
nothing.
sorry.
That's fair. Do I hear... I'm looking for Jules now.
Um,
And I would
You-
know what Jules...
you would.
Sounds
I will say you don't need to roll to pick up on Jules's vibe, brain vibe. But in terms of to recognize it, but you don't hear it right now.
Okay. I'm gonna message quickly as we're like landing. I'm gonna message Jack again to let him know where we are,
Okay.
and saying that either he joins us or to let us know where they are so that we can find them later. And then we'll see.
Okay. I didn't plan this, but I do like that I've created a message system where you don't know if they're going to reply instantly or not. It brings me a lot of joy to watch A just be like, oh, I don't get to know what's happened.
You've gone back to carry a pigeon.
Yeah.
Deliverance by owl.
That's all.
You. What are you guys doing as the plane parks up?
I mean, I'm
I
on
think-
my own. I'm riding as far as I can with this thing.
But like, are you parking up as well, or what are you doing?
Like I said, I'll ride as far as I can. If they said like, "Oh, you need to get off here now," then I'll get off here now. Otherwise, I'm riding up as far as I can.
Oh no, like it's the plane parking bit is like as far in as you can get, so it's on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it is
Oh,
as far as you can. Yeah.
Yeah. How big is the personal plane?
It is you know those like red and yellow like cars that kids have that you push with your feet? Does that mean
No.
anything? I've asked 3 people who didn't grow up in England.
Oh wait, the shopping center ones, like the one with the over the top.
Yes.
That looks like a little. Yes.
It's like that, but with big wings. That's how much space the person you have to sit and to pedal. but imagine that with big wings. I'm sorry that description did not help you two guys. It's a rolly chair, plus some with big wings. Wings
Yeah.
in that.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And when it folds, does it fold into smaller?
It folds. It kind of like just almost the way that the notes go from planes to just flat paper. It folds into like some sort of material like that looks like a slab and just goes into the ground.
Okay. So what I'm getting at here is it'll be too big to put inside Cam's bag. Is that right?
Yes,
My
unfortunately.
magic bag? But
Yeah.
it's magic.
But it's magic.
You said it was like bigger than my one that like fits my hockey sticks, which are massive.
That is true.
You were asking what we were doing, like, you know, when we approached and on the way and all that sort of stuff. And since I am like passively, like I'm pedaling because I assume we're on what I think of as like, you know, one of those like, because you said multiple of us are sitting on this big one. You know, when there's like a
tandem bike?
A tandem bike.
So I'm imagining Cam is like pedaling this enough for anyone that wants to ride on this thing.
Incredible. Yes, that's definitely canon now.
I wanted to support Rahul and what he wanted to do, and he vocalized to us so many times I want to go talk to Wendy. I want to go talk to Wendy. I want to go talk to Wendy. So obviously I want to support him in doing that. But as we're traveling, I'm pedaling this bike, and I'm like, Rahul, if you think about it, like, if you think back, do you have any of those memories missing of you and Wendy? Like, if you think back on Wendy, how long have you known Wendy? What have your interactions with Wendy been? Like, and I'm trying to actively get him to think about this now that we know there's like, and he also knows there's gaps in his knowledge and there's edits in his knowledge and there's that sort of stuff. So I'm trying to get him to think about it so we can kind of
When do
keep
you
an eye
start
on
asking these questions?
For me?
Yeah.
While we're on our way, because I didn't want to stop. He wanted to go. And I wasn't about to barricade him from going. I wasn't about to say, no, you can't. Like, I wouldn't do that.
Alright. So he's like answering as well as he can. He's like, yeah, I met Wendy and Mick on my first day, and they both were like showing me around, but Wendy had to disappear because like stuff. She was busy, I think, and like just trying to answer those kinds of things. But he kind of is trailing off the closer you get to the warehouse, and then seems to just stop saying anything. He sat like in front of you on this tandem bike. I don't know if you're in the middle or right at the back. I assume you're in the middle if he's at the front.
Yeah, if he's at the front, I'll sit in the middle so that I can like be right behind him.
Do a brains check. Low DC. It's like
not
a 5.
Not bronze, not fight. You know, I haven't gotten to fight a lot, which, you know, as a hockey player,
I can
I'm
give
very
you.
good at when am I gonna get to wrestle someone?
You're so nice.
I'm kidding.
You can do charm if you want. But yeah, it's a DC of 5, so.
Okay, let me see. Is this magic or non-magic?
Non-magic.
Non-magic. Okay, shooks. Well, I rolled a 3, but I have +3 to my charm stat, so that would be a 6. Does that count?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So, you noticed that Rahul started to get like. You could see his body language get more tense the closer you got to the warehouse, and now like that he's not responding, he's very much like curled in on himself a little bit, and he looks a bit like he did when his headache was getting really bad. Like that's the kind of like, and you can't see his face obviously because you're behind him, but he looks like he's not ignoring you. He's not necessarily like he's so tense that he can't reply to you maybe. Okay. But yeah, and like the ship goes in and the broom plane like lands, but he stays on it, and still is like tensed and hunched over.
Flo, you're on. You don't have yours right now, right? Because we were on our way to get yours. We're on our way, and so I turn back to you, and I'm like, I'm not sure what's happening, but I guess if you hear anything, let me know from what's going on in there. And if we land, I'm gonna get off the bike and walk in front of him to try and look at him in the face to see if anything is happening. You know, like if he's
trying to hide his face a little bit, but there are like streams of tears coming down.
Do I get anything?
You get I want to go to the office. I want my head to stop hurting, and I want them to not see me like this.
Hey, bud. Hey, we're gonna go to the office, right? And hopefully they'll fix your head. And I mean, if you need me to cry, if that'll make you more comfortable, I can cry right now in front of you. And then there'll be two of us sort of crying, and then we'll be in it together. At least.
It feels almost like the emptiness is stronger here. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... This is where I need to be and where I need to go. I just need a second.
Yeah. Do you need us to go somewhere else?
No.
Okay.
Just if you could just stay here for 1 second.
Yeah.
And I will be...
Do you need anything from us? Do you want a grounding hand on your shoulder?
Do you have something, and like you get an image in your head of like it changes and it's like a glass and then it's like a plate. It's something like it's rapidly switching between like different bits of crockery and or glass things like a potion bottle and stuff like that.
I'm gonna latch on to as many of those objects and items as I can, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna try to run around and find them.
There's like in the like third or fourth row along, you see a bunch of like glass test tubes and potion bottle looking things that are all empty.
Grab all of them.
Rahul's like still looking down until you like pop it up in front of him. He's like, oh, that's exactly what I want right now. Takes a bunch of them and is like, I'm gonna just walk over here and like steps to the side a little bit and just starts throwing them and smashing them. And it's just like, it's just like,
I see this and it really reminds me of like sensory meltdowns, and my brain is working overtime. It's like, okay, so there's magic and it's clearly magic affecting his brain and magic is doing this. And my sensory tends to be with sensory issues, so sounds and lights, and maybe being around here because there's a lot of magic concentrated is making it worse. So I take that device that I've just built and I was like, I can't believe I'm going to break something I've built. And I'm going to try and reverse the headphones so that it dampens like magic. I don't know how. It's like I think there is magic going into his ears and it's making his head hurt basically, and I'm trying to dampen that sound and basically create a little shield, because I've noticed that here there's this prismatic glass and magic explosions aren't going through the prismatic glass, so there's a way of dampening magic, and I'm trying to replicate that in these headphones.
Okay, roll a brains magic check. And
Marcio's
your
just too smart.
DC is...
So smart.
Well, he's got to keep playing brainy characters. You're reversing this on the fly.
So it's basically like I've seen this happening, so I was like, I I know how this feels. So I'm gonna try and recreate something similar, but for magic.
Okay, it's a 17.
17. I get a +4. Oh, the 4 exploded.
Of course.
Explode again.
Ah!
Okay, that didn't. 24. It was 4, 4, then a +4, then a +1, then a +11.
You look at it and you're just like, oh, okay. And you just truly, within seconds, have reconfigured it and can take it over and give it to Rahul. If you...
Yeah, I sort of like, I start making it and I was like, oh no, I need a... And I see Rahul about to smash one of the prismatic beakers. I was like, wait! And I take it right off his hand and like snap it and then like place it on the inside of the headphones as like a filter essentially. And then I was like, I start twisting it. I was like, okay, I just need a soldering. I look at my wand. It's like, solder. And then like begin to solder the thing with my wand. I was like, this is more useful than I thought. And then put it in my pocket. And I was like, right, try. And then I just go over his head and see if it helps.
You can, he was about to throw another one and he just kind of paused and he's like, that... I've been here apparently a long time. This, magic.
That's how I felt.
Rahul is just like, hugs? Are you okay with hugs?
I'd rather not, but I'm sure.
No, high five!
Yes!
Yes!
Nice.
Okay, thank you, all three of you. Let's go?
Yes.
Let's go.
Lead the way. Are you feeling better? We can
Yes.
take a second.
No, you know, the relief of feeling better is like an adrenaline high right now.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
so ready to go.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
great. This is the liveliest business we got here.
You like Rahul's like marching up the stairs, and are you guys closely following, or
Yeah.
he's heading straight for the office you guys were in earlier, and like just storms on through, and like there's come on, Ambereen. Remember your important NPCs. Mick
Wendy.
is
Mick.
the first
Mick
officer
is
is Mick's.
outside, and then Wendy is
Mhm.
supposedly.
Mick is stood there and is like looking directly at the door as you guys come in, and it's just like as you guys come in, runs up to Rahul and gives him a hug, and it's just like, oh, you okay? Is everyone okay?
This
Yep.
is Mick speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I hear thoughts? Is it the thoughts from before? Is the vibe the same as the before vibe now that she's right here?
You're getting two loud voices, and it's the same two loud voices coming through.
Yeah.
They're so loud you can't tell which one is Mick.
Shit. Alright. But one of them is saying, I wish I was in charge.
Mm-hmm. Cam, roll me a charm. And actually, Marcio, roll me a brains with magic.
Mine is
And
no
yeah,
magic?
no, yours is magic as well, sorry.
Okay.
That'd be a 15. No explosions this time.
So that was a 10 that exploded into a 6 plus 3, 19 plus 2, 21. And I don't know what's about to happen, but just like setting the scene, like Cam would have been staying close to Raoul, and isn't necessarily trying to be intimidating, but is being his biggest self around him to be like, this person is under my care, and if anyone makes any kind of move on them,
all the sibling vibes.
I will become the big mama bear, but like
Yeah. So yeah, yours was a 21.
but
What
like
was yours
gay
again?
papa. Hey mama papa. A little bit of everything.
Okay, Mama Papa. Oh.
It was a
Marcio-
15.
15. Okay. What I'm gonna give you with that is you don't see anything missing from
Mick.
Mick.
Wendy. Can make-
You can't see Wendy right now.
All right, of course.
And Jesus, 21. What you get is my headphone falls out.
Important
You
information.
yes, you see through the simulation as
Through
Cam.
the veil.
So you see the same like the green magic that it makes up mixed magic, and then when you also are like trying to do your whole intimidating thing, standing up a little taller, and as you do, you look through the glass to Wendy's office, and Wendy had like a dark gold. You remember her magic being?
Mhm.
That's not what you're seeing right now. It is black. It's still magic, but it is pure black.
We saw black on the messages. Just saying.
On which messages?
The ones coming out of your phone. There was green and black.
I don't like it here.
What if I just go lie down?
The DM can't hurt you. The GM can't hurt you if you say no. That's illegal.
You say that, but I would argue. I could leave here today very upset, and that's hurt. That's...
Oh no.
I'll do like the smallest of motions, the kind of thing where like the people standing closest to me, so I'm right by Rahul, and then right by Rahul is I was gonna say Wendy is Mick, because Mick is hugging Rahul, and then I almost like behind my back, I'm like motioning my fingers so that the other two, so that Flo and Spencer can see. I'm trying to indicate that like
If
Wendy
you think
is off in the
thoughts
shadows
loud
being
enough,
weird
I
and
might.
scary.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay. That I'm thinking very loud. I'm like black aura. Like this is bad.
Okay.
Like bad.
And I'm
stuff.
gonna try to whisper it to you and
I'm gonna say you don't get the thoughts, but what you do get, I want to know why Wendy's aura is black. So you do pick it up, but it is very much not you just read minds now.
Yeah. No, but if a thought is getting sent to me, that's
I suppose it's
sort of vibe with.
all right. Fine, I'll allow it. Continue.
You're not a mind reader yet.
Okay.
Give it
Don't
another
get
But I guess
ahead
if
of
the other person
yourself.
really wants you to be, then you might be.
You get the feelings. You get the vibes. You get the.
And the vibe goes, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I don't want.
I don't want this. Okay.
Did you say sorry? You were telling.
Spencer?
Spencer?
Yeah. But like
Oh,
the most discreetly.
okay.
Like barely saying the words. Just kind of like indicating. with
Roll
eyes.
flight.
No, don't do this to me. No! I told you not to make me roll flight. That's so unfair.
It's a DC 6.
That's a 4.
That explodes, doesn't it?
Hang on. I know. I'm rolling again.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
scared. I'm going to roll a 1. I know it. It's a 3.
You did it!
7.
It's a 7.
You discreetly motion.
I'm so stressed. I'm sweating.
Oh my god.
Joke's on you. One of Spencer's things is he doesn't understand subtle key. No, I'm just kidding.
You
Huh?
can't
What?
be subtle with Spencer.
But Spencer is already like with high brain comes high anxiety. He's been like clocking every single exit in this place, and he's like trying to look for any threats, and he's already thinking
Yeah.
of like 10 possible situations, which one of which is a zombie apocalypse. So he's
If you're looking around that panically, roll me a non-magic brains check.
non-magic brains. I get
DC
Non-magic brains.
13.
DC 13. I got +1, so I got to roll. Oh, 17 + 1, 18.
You can see a paper airplane on the desk. It's got a little intern badge inside it, and the bottom of it is not pink.
Mhm.
There's just a little note of something you see. I just thought I'd let you know.
No, I know exactly what that means, because of course if he's going to send something to Wendy, it's going to get interfered by her. Wait, I look back at Rahul and Mickey. Are they still hugging?
They're not like Mackenzie's like holding his shoulders and is just like looking over him and like checking he's okay.
Do I catch, in terms of like that sense of like things being built and things being taken apart, does it seem to me like she's building something right now, or that he's been broken apart in any way? I'm trying to see if she's casting anything on him in a more mechanical sense.
Roll a. I don't. Hold, let me consult my rule book real quick.
Looks at notes. Do I want to sell this yet?
I'm just seeing what you should be using to roll this. Oh, it is revealed something hidden. I'll let you roll your brains check. Gosh darn it!
I think I've rolled nothing but brains this
I
whole
know. I
time.
want you to roll something else because you're so good at brains.
I play one thing and one thing only.
Okay, this is a DC 11.
C11. Is this magic brains? Or straight brains?
This is not magic brains
magic.
because you're trying to notice magic, not trying to use it.
Noted. So I get a +1. And that's a 16 + 1, 17.
No. I think you could have taken half of that as well, to be fair.
I forgot the half was a thing.
No one has been taking half at all.
forgot.
No, we can't. The DC's are too high.
Well, you keep knocking them out anyway, so what does it matter?
I don't! You're rolling like garbage!
That's just because you're normally a GM.
It's the GM's curse.
After noticing that the badge is on her desk, open, and it's not pink, and then she's come and told us, and that's like, it's clearly not been delivered to Wendy, it means that she sent the reply back, not Wendy. That's what went through my head. So I immediately like dart my vision back to them and see like, is she trying to change something right now?
You can see that she is not casting anything right now.
Okay. there's like no influence been happening between those two then right now.
No, they're like she just seems to genuinely be looking him over.
Okay.
Do you do anything else? Does anyone? What's happening?
I look at Flo, and sorry, I've got a coworker called Floss, so it always throws me off. I look at Flo and I'll go, Wendy's not. Mick is not doing anything right now. Do we need to get through?
I think
Mick,
we might need to
can we speak to Wendy if that's okay?
No.
No?
No,
Why?
you don't want to.
Why?
Rahul is also like, I don't. Just pause a second, guys. And yeah, Mick's just like, don't. It's a bad idea. Please, don't. I've worked really hard. Please, do not ruin this. Right now.
All Rahul wanted to do was speak to Wendy. That's all he's been saying to us for the last...
She like turns to Rahul to see if he agrees, and he's just kind of like, no, I wanted to send the message to Wendy. I wanted to come here. I don't think I want to see Wendy.
I think I want to see Wendy.
Mick, what do you want? What do you really want?
I'm listening so hard. I'm the most listening right now.
Most listening right now.
So I'm gonna first say the smaller voices, because you're hearing obviously Rahul's voice in here as well, which you can figure out is Rahul's quite easily because it's I want my memories back. I want to know what's happened in all those years. I want to know why. And you hear these two's thoughts, which I assume a lot of it is I want to figure out what's going on. And then you hear two loud voices.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is I want to fix this. I want to stop having to do this, and I want them to solve it. And then you also hear I want this to be bigger, I want to be in charge of it, and I want there to be no one else who could be in charge of it. Mick is kind of like backing up a little bit towards her desk, but very cautiously he's like looking to see if any of you guys are trying to stop her. Rahul wants to stay here, so can you guys take that much faith in me to let me show you something?
What are you gonna show us?
Just if you, I mean, I don't even have to grab it. If one of you can go to my desk, open one of the drawers and look at my notes. Look at any of my notes.
I'll do it. I'm close. I'll go do it. If I get knocked out and fall to the floor, well, there's still two of you to do other stuff. So I'll go over and open the drawer and take out what's inside.
How are you just walking normally, confidently, or are you?
Yeah, I'm just. She said to do this.
No.
We don't know what else. Our only options are walk in on Wendy right now, who's a black void, and everyone's like, don't do it, or look in this desk. So No
Yeah.
options are good here, so I'm gonna just do it.
There's like a notebook and some loose papers on top. Just in the first drawer you open. And they've like the loose papers have some scribbles on them and stuff. Do you like take it out or?
She said the notebook, right? She said it was. What did she say?
I've forgotten how I worded it, but basically like
She
just
said
take
my
something out of
notes. Yeah.
my notes. Yeah.
My
Look at
notes.
my notes.
Okay.
So yeah, do you grab it out?
Yeah.
Give me a brains check.
Cool. Magic or non-magic brains?
Non-magic
Which of my
brains.
brains? Okay, that's my lesser brains.
It is a.
It doesn't matter.
8.
I rolled a 1, and then I have plus
Wonderful.
1, so it's 2. So those are my brains.
You look at it and you're like, this looks like some form of, like, this is some writing about something that you don't understand. It's some like magic theory stuff. You don't really get it.
Yeah.
Give it to
That's
the
what you're
smart
seeing.
guy.
I'll look, and I'll be like, I don't get it. What am I looking at?
Sorry.
This is not what
I'm
I'm
a-
here for. I did it.
I'm happy to have a look at it if you don't want to, Spencer.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I'm.
I-
Is this?
Yes, if you just look at it, you can
I'll
see
look at it.
the
I'm
writing.
looking at it. I'm looking at it. What
Roll a
is-
brains check. DC 8.
Come on. Okay, that's a
Oh.
9 plus 4. That's a 13.
You look at it and you're about to try and start reading it, but then you realize that that's not what's important here at all.
Okay.
The handwriting. Not only does it match the note that said "come to my office" that Rahul got, it matches the notes that you guys got that were split into 3.
Okay.
That said, like, keep digging, keep, like,
Yeah.
searching, keep.
Mhm.
Okay. I got really close to threatening you with a knife, so I suggest you kind of start telling us what's going on.
I don't think here is the place.
Okay, take us somewhere safe then. And if
Okay.
on the way you could tell me where you've taken my best friend.
What?
She's clearly
Don't
not.
lie to me.
No, she's clearly not the one to question about that. I don't.
Take us somewhere safe.
She's like, okay, can I put my hands down?
I don't know why you
Did
got
we-
them up.
Yeah, I don't remember us telling you to put them up.
No.
I didn't think this was a robbery. I didn't think that this was a Western. Like, I know that.
There was just a lot of hostile energy off the bat, and I didn't get why. I've been trying to help, and I've been trying to...
That's just flow.
Listen. Why do we have your magic inside of Rahul's brain? That's something you're gonna have to answer. Let's go somewhere safe, and then I know a nice little bathroom. Had a mental breakdown earlier there. Looks fine. We could go there.
The downstairs. That's perfect. That's where I was going to head anyway.
Let's go to the downstairs bathroom. Maybe I can retrieve maybe my phone, put in some rice. Maybe
It's been
all
so
of my
long,
savings
it's probably
went
been
into
flushed.
Okay.
yeah.
Out of game, my guy. That's so long gone.
It's been flushed long time ago.
Listen, a gay can hope.
You, yeah, like, do you guys go ahead to the bathroom?
We're following Mick. I'm
Okay.
following Mick. I'm not letting
Yeah.
Mick out of my sight again.
Okay. Mick just kind of like, okay, we can go.
I'm not threatening you. The knife is away. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
The
perfectly
knife
normal and
is
fine
away.
and chill.
Okay, right, to the toilets.
To the toilets.
Cool, let's go. And like she spares another glance to Wendy
I was
to
gonna
make
say
sure Wendy's not noticed.
Before we like, okay, I mean like let's step out of the room. But the second we step out of the room, Cam's gonna be like, so we don't need to do anything about the black void of who knows what the over in there. Like,
I will say to clarify. It's
No one
just
but you.
her magic aura that is like the black magic stuff. It's not like an extra vortex that's pulling her in. It's like the
Okay.
same how you can see yellow on Flo, you see black on Wendy. The notable thing about it is that it was dark gold.
it was gold, yeah. So it's almost like she either obfuscated it or whatever the fuck. She either like hid it or
Yeah.
something. Okay.
But yes, so she is leading. Mick is leading you through. She goes to the toilets and she like keeps walking with purpose. Like, are you stopping to check the store?
No.
You sure?
I'm checking. I'm checking.
Mick sees you go to a store and is like, "What are you doing? Do you need the loo?"
Nothing. No. Nothing.
Okay. How did you guys know this was here, by the way?
I
R&D.
told you I had a mental breakdown here earlier. I told you this.
Oh, you just actually wanted to come to the toilets to talk.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And she like pushes on one of the panels of the wall and it opens a door.
Chamber of Secrets.
I thought you wanted to.
Right, because we know about this place, because we've been here for longer than 24 fucking hours.
You hear in your head, really clearly, I want to find Flo. And you recognize this thought.
Do I know where it comes from?
You can't quite, you know who it comes from.
I'm opening all the stalls. I'm going outside, I'm looking around, I'm going back in. I'm looking with my eyes.
You're also hearing a distant. I want to know if I should restock the snacks. That's much calmer.
Okay, I'm looking for Jack, I'm looking for my wife.
Have you? So wait, where have you gone?
I'm looking in all of the stalls.
Okay, they're
And then I'm
empty.
going back out.
Okay,
I'm looking around wherever we are.
you're getting an influx of all the engineers' thoughts of what they want.
Okay, I'm going back in.
Okay,
And I'm peeking through the Chamber of Secrets.
you're getting. I want to find Flo.
Okay, I'm running in.
Okay. You go in, and if you run in, you immediately roll a. I'm so sorry. Roll a flight check.
Make me roll
It's
a
a
grit
DC
for what?
5. It's just a 5.
Come on. That's a 4. It explodes. Okay.
You're going to meet it.
That's a 3. That's a 7. My
Okay.
guys.
You're running in full speed, but you
Yeah.
still manage to stop yourself just before you smack into a car.
Okay.
It's a parked car. There are dozens of them here. This looks like a big garage. It's a garage that's underneath this bit.
Yep.
It's where there's a bunch of cars.
I'm screaming, Jules! Jules! Jack! Jules! Jack, free Jules!
You suddenly roll a grit check.
Okay.
Magic grit check.
Magic grid.
Magic.
Please be good.
Go for it.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Story
Okay.
dice. Story dice. Story dice.
You gonna roll that nat 20 again?
That's a 17! That's a 37 plus 3 on the magic plus 1, which is
38.
A 41.
Jesus Christ, that's such an excessive roll.
It's a
that
normal
the highest roll.
when you threaten my best friend. That's only my best friend, that's all she is, of course.
I will have you know that it was just you that was attacked, and because you scored such a high one, I will let you know that what was coming for you was a silencing spell. And you guys who are still behind see that it was Mick being like, we came in here to talk about private stuff, and they're screaming!
Jules! I barely felt the spell at all.
Yeah. Love that that's what your nat 20 was on.
Yeah. Screaming.
Incredible.
Jules.
You
I'm
can...
running up and down this garage.
So subtle.
I know words.
One of the car's lights are on.
I'm banging on the door. Jack! Jack is you!
Jack
It's
pops
Jules!
out, he's like, hey!
Jules!
We were looking for you. I didn't know if I should come in or not.
Is Jules in here?
Not in the front.
I open the back door.
There's no one in there. And Jack's like calmly walking, like to join you, and then walks past you and opens the trunk.
The trunk? Jack!
I don't. What? And like you, Jack's about to start defending himself, and Jules kind of throws her arms around you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Why are you in the trunk? Why are you
Because
here?
I'm not
Why are
meant
you not
to
answering
be
my
here.
messages?
What messages?
Okay. I'm so glad to see you. God. Do you hate me?
I mean, I wasn't best pleased with you coming here, but I'm never gonna hate you.
Oh my god. Okay. No, this is good. This is good. I thought you hated me for a second. That was kind of sad. Gotta say. I've had a day. I've had a day.
You must have had if you were stupid enough to believe that.
God.
Can you step back a bit so I can get out of this trunk? Is that okay?
Okay, but hold on to me. Hold my hand.
Okay.
Please.
do that.
No, you can't just... You have to stay here. We have to... Please
Just
never leave me
in
again.
this garage?
Just don't...
What?
Don't leave me again. I messaged you and then you didn't reply and then you blocked my number and then
None
hated
of
me.
that happened. Like, Jules is pulling up her phone. There's no messages from you
No, but
since you got
alright.
here.
I threw my phone in the toilet. I think it's in the toilet. See, this is what happens when I try and do things and then you're not here and then
I've
I
tried to
should
tell
just-
you before that I'm the one that should be making decisions out of the two of us.
I
I love you,
should
but you're
have
not good at it.
believed you. I'm aware. I love you too. I've missed you. It's been 24 hours. This is unhealthy. I'm sorry.
It's
We
been
need to like
2 or
save
3
the
days.
world or something.
What?
They're my friend. You've met Jack. He's my friend.
I've met Jack. Jack's great. Jack's the one who found me.
These are my other friends. Did Jack
Hello.
hurt you?
Hello.
Jack! Did you hurt her?
Jack's just
Jack.
like,
Jack.
no. And Jules is like, he did. My eyes are in pain. Look at the colour of that suit.
I'm gonna like smooth Jack's like shoulders. You're okay, Jack. I'm not gonna knife you right here. Maybe later. We'll talk about it, Jack. But not right now.
I
Jules.
cannot get a read on you. And Jack sits down on the floor.
My friends, evil things are going on. People's memories are being erased. Am I allowed to say
Just
this?
there, like, are you quite done
No, this is
shouting
Jules. This
the
is
place down?
no. This is no. You don't understand. This is Jules. We've been
Of
best friends.
course I know who Jules is, your best friend.
Hey.
But they were roommates.
I'm looking to see how Jules is reacting to that.
Jules is looking at the ground.
Hey.
Their bio will
didn't-
say that they were
I-
roommates.
Now here's a question. The missing piece in Flow.
There's what missing piece? There's nothing there. There's nothing missing.
We're back. We're back, baby.
I just like, oh. Interesting.
Spencer, what are you? No, you're on my side. You're.
What?
Hey.
Let's just say
hey,
you're fixed.
Hey.
You're getting the same loud voice that was saying all the like, I want them to solve this. You hear, I want this lesbian to get their shit together so we can move on.
Hey, you're being really loud right now, Mick. You're being overwhelming. I think you should maybe think less loud thoughts. Maybe.
I am so sorry that something I've been working towards for years is interrupting
if
your
you'd-
little moment.
Hey. My best friend didn't talk to me for 24 hours. You don't know what that feels like.
No, I've been erasing my best friend's memories for years. I don't know what you feel like. Mine's worse.
Okay, yours is worse. Okay, let's sit down. We can be in the
I'm
car.
sorry.
24
Can we
hours
use the
is
car?
nothing.
How did Raoul react to that? Because he's standing there with us, and he just heard
Yeah.
Mick say that.
Mick just like blurted out this like deeply unsettling.
Raoul looks deeply conflicted and is also not fully confident that it's him that's being spoken about.
Oh, they must be talking about some other. I don't have a best friend.
I like
Sweetie,
my
honey.
my head snaps towards him, like
Okay. Car. Everyone in the car. Jack, we're using your car.
Am I allowed in the car?
Everyone in the car.
Am I everyone?
you're
Jack.
one of everyone. Jack.
Okay.
Be in the car already.
Do I have to be in the driver's seat or can I get in the back?
No.
Okay.
Be in the back with the cool kids.
Okay.
Oh, so we're not like going somewhere. We're like huddling up. We're having a huddle up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
go team. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. All of my favorite people in one place. Together, all at once.
All my favorite people and Mick in one place.
And also Mick is invited, I guess.
Can I get a brains check from Spencer and
Absolutely.
Cam?
Just a
Non-magic.
stat. Yeah.
Just a quick little one.
Me.
It's not. It's a
I'm
5.
just-
It's a 5 DC.
It's a 19.
Just a little guy. I don't know
Oh wait,
anything.
+1, 20.
My dice exploded.
I love
It
this
exploded
die
again.
so much.
Good thing about small dice is big explosions. So it was a 4, and then it was a 4, then it was a 1 plus a 1. So it's a 10 on a 4.
So what you two can see clear as day is that when Flo says all of my favorite people, Jules is like very almost schoolgirl, blushing, smiling, kicking her feet style, very happy to be going in, and is like making sure she gets to sit next to Flo when they get in the car. There's you see the gay energy. It's there. It's mutual.
best friend behavior. It's best friend behavior. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know when you've got two friends who just hang out all the time, and everyone
Two
sees
friends
that them,
sitting
but
in
then
the
you
hot
have
tub
to
5 feet away because they're gay.
and like you have to let them find it, because if you try to force it, it might push them further. But sometimes you just want to shove.
Listen.
Oh my god, go be gay already! Jesus!
Yeah.
Mick kind of looks at you like, right?
I'm not usually good at picking these things up, but boy.
I'm pretending I didn't hear. I'm pretending I'm like, oh, look at, did you see the snacks? Have you had the snacks? By the way, the snacks.
Right.
Oh,
So.
Yeah, no, Jack gave me some to have in the trunk with me.
Why? Are you... We'll get to that. But why are you here?
I was trying to find you. I hadn't heard from you, and that seemed bizarre.
It's totally normal behavior, right? Right? I'm looking at everyone. That's what friends do, right?
I have the right to remain silent. Everything that I say is used against me in the court.
Rahul's like, I don't know, and Mick just goes, no, it's not normal behavior.
Yeah, Cam was about to say like, I don't know. My family and I don't never not speak for like all day, every day, and if all of this is true, then likely they have not heard from me in 24 hours, and they're not here right now. So I think not the most.
Okay, can we put a pin in my gay life and maybe fix the world, and then we can maybe get back to this later. Maybe Jules, don't feel like you have to. I'm not looking at you.
She's also not looking at you.
Okay.
She's very distinctly looking out the window. Her hand is moving closer to yours.
Okay, I'm gonna grab her hand
this-
and I'm gonna like shuffle really close to her.
So is this a hidden enough location? Because I thought we went to the bathroom to talk, but then we went to the hidden entrance in the bathroom to talk in the secret lair, but then we went to the car in the secret lair in the bathroom in the hidden location to talk. Is this okay? Are we ready to talk about what's happening now? And I don't mean that, because I mean, y'all deal with that on your own. But like, you know, giant company turns out to be giant magical company, turns out to be giant magical company, up to magical nefariousness, which is separate from, you know, capitalist nefariousness. Fine, whatever. Magic is real. You know that? I'm pointing to your friend now. I'm pointing to your friend now. And I'm like, just to get you up on you're caught up. Magic is real. You got that one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, I've been told it. I didn't know that it was true because Jack doesn't seem.
I saw her around to present Da Vinci.
Oh yeah, I have a rat now. It's in my hair. Look. And I show you.
Aww. He's so cute.
Can you guess his name? Can you guess what I called him?
Little Remy.
You're so close.
What's his name?
Remington Sheffington the Fourth.
You know what I said about you not being allowed to make decisions?
Hey. Sometimes.
His nickname is Remy.
Okay.
His official legal name
Okay.
can
Can he
be
stay with us?
the nonsense you just said.
Okay. Can he stay with us?
Of course.
Okay. I thought you were gonna make me abandon him here, and that would have been quite sad.
Sorry.
Absolutely not.
Very adorable. The evil conglomerate.
Right. Capitalism is bad. Magic is real. People's brains are being worked on, and I hate it.
I hate it a lot more. This is Mick.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Mick, it seems like you're the one that knows the most, and therefore should do the explanation talk time now.
Oh, do you think? Oh, I was trying to, but someone had to have a gay crisis first.
Well, let them have it. They
Big
had
words.
it. Now go.
Big words.
I literally figured it out from just the researching of you. I didn't need to meet you once to know there was gay crises happening. That's how obvious your gay crises were. Both of you, looking at both Jules and Flo.
Can we talk about saving the world now instead?
I have a slightly different priority first. Mick turns to Rahul and is like, I am so sorry about your memories. I can get them back to you, but I don't know if we have the time right now, and also it will hurt a lot, and I am sorry. And Rahul's just kind of looking like, you have them. So, where? Mick's just like, I kind of just, I saw them in my head. I've got them with me. I've also got every single other person whose memories I've had to alter. They're just in my head. I'm exhausted.
So, have you been doing this because someone made you do this? Or have you been doing it because if you didn't do it, their memories would just be gone?
No, it was... Okay, so I've been here a long time. I've been here, I've been Wendy's assistant for a long time. And I wanted to, like, impress her. And I was always very good at, like, remembering things and helping, like, people study for exams and stuff and like learn how to remember things and stuff, and that was like the talent I had before. And then when Wendy discovered magic, I managed to be even better with it. And then and Wendy's like, you've spoken to her, she's I have to do everything she tells me.
Yes, she's mummy. We've established that before, yes.
Mick's just expression goes from panic to like just deadpan, like.
Is that her talent? Like
Thank you.
She's you have to
Being
do
mummy.
as she asks.
I mean, look at her. She's naturally mommy, but then magic mommy?
Magic mummy. It's just, what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that?
It was the mummy jackpot. Like...
Continue.
So she's always been a great public speaker. Mick is so done with everyone's shit. A great public speaker, very like convincing. I used to like before this she was doing like low level government politics and rising up fast, but then discovered magic. And I get given very specific instructions. Show me any messages that you get. I get that. And stuff, and like I have to do it.
Right. So we're dealing with the abandonment of free will.
Yes. On a like she can if she talks to you, she can and tells you to do something, you just it doesn't even feel at first like I didn't even realize it. It feels like you just want to do it. You just you really want her to like you and you want her to be impressed by you, so you want to do it because it'll impress her.
So why were we chosen specifically?
Well, Rahul gets these headaches if I bring up stuff that he doesn't know, and it's...
The headphones should help.
Headphones.
I was wondering what the fuck that was.
I built it. It dampens the magical effect around his head.
Okay. I will stop speaking if it starts hurting, though, so just let me know. A few years ago, we got some people in who were exceptional. Like, you get a lot of people in who are great, but we had... there were, like, a few people who came through the program who were great, and then Rahul was just exceptional. And Wait, how much have you figured out? Do you know how magic works? Where magic comes from?
No.
How are we supposed to figure that out? We've only been here for, like, a day, and there was immediately secrets. We've been told very little aside from, you know, what we're maybe gonna do at this company for this company.
Okay, well, you guys are talented individuals. You can do magic. You've got a lot of potential. That can fuel them. Like, the more potential someone has, the more sort of magic they generate. But it still has a limit. There's only so much a person can do. But Wendy found a way to be able to, like, siphon that. And that's what she does.
Does she steal the potential from talented people to make herself stronger?
It's it's not just for herself. The potion bowl. That's all. That's pure magic. That came from people who were siphoned.
What happens
So
to
is everyone
people?
here?
No, everyone here doesn't know. They just know it comes from a source, and it's top secret where the source is because of all the wanting to make sure that, like, access. And she says, don't worry about it. We're just trying to keep it under wraps, and everyone believes her and trusts her.
But is everyone
yes,
here
'cause
being
she's hot.
sapped of their potential to create the magic all the time?
No, they are using their magic to help build this company that is... she's head of R&D, but she's in charge of it. She's, like, not running the whole thing because she doesn't want to do the boring business admin stuff. She knows that here's where the power is, where she can have direct involvement in all the technologies that are going out and monitor everything that's happening and make sure everything that's happening is helpful to her. And a few years ago, we had some interns who were talented, and, like, as I said, Rahul was exceptional. And it meant that once they were... Normally, we sap them of their potential, send them back into their lives. They just are a shadow. Like, they look like themselves, they have their memories and stuff, but they don't have any spark left in them. No one cares about what they've got to say. They've got no real ability to achieve anything. But
do you specifically pick lonely people?
Yeah. It's what I look for.
So what makes you not the bad guy?
Like me or Mogul?
You. If you say that you pick us to ruin our lives, essentially, and you specifically prey on the vulnerable and weak.
I was trying to explain with the Rahul thing. I see over who gets chosen. I don't pick the people. And after Rahul, it was made clear that we should pick people who are talented but not too talented. They can't go too far because Rahul, we tried to let back, but he always found the just the right person to speak to. There was always that there was always a bit of like the potential, the spark left, and it could grow back from that. Like you can't take everything, and so we decided to it was made a decision. I say we. It was decided that we will, we'd get less magic per person out, but we're not going to risk people finding out. So we brought Rahul in so we can just, keep that problem contained. And then we hired non-talented people, and I've been working for years to try and get around and see how I can help, and I've been failing for years. And then this year I thought maybe this is it. Maybe if I go for people that are exceptional, then if there's more than one exceptional person, they can maybe fix it. They can solve it before everything happens. But
so how do we fix it?
We have to stop Wendy. And I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I've heard the term fixed it over and over and over again. And I've been listening to all the pieces of essentially this puzzle that we've been building since we got here. And I'm trying to visualize them all, as I have many times with everything that I build. And simply we keep asking we've got to fix it. I'm trying to visualize as I have, because now I've learned that I can see within people. I'm trying to see if I can find the missing piece, because we've talked about how, okay, Rahul was extraordinary, and now he's been made to think that he's playing and that taking abilities, and Rahul was one of very, very unique people that they managed to get here, and from then they never got another extraordinary person. So clearly there's a higher potential here with 3, now 4 of us with Rahul present as well, which means that if we can get Rahul back to his exceptionality, maybe that will help. And the fact that he can talk to the right people, and I can see gaps, and Cam can see the power that leads from people, and Flo can see what people want most. And right now, what 5 individuals, which are probably exceptional, because to take someone's memory is not an easy task. So if 5 exceptional people want to fix this, I'm trying to see if I can puzzle all of that together into, for the first time, not a machine, but a plan. I'm trying to see if I can puzzle everything back in.
Okay. So if you can roll a magic brains check.
Please. It's going so well so far.
This is the important one.
I can roll a minimum of a 6. That's the minimum I can roll. What's the DC on this?
It's a DC.
20.
That's a DC 20.
Okay, let me check how many points I have to give.
I've got 1.
I will say it's
I've
a
got
15 to
6.
get something.
I've got 6 also.
And then it's a 20 to get the big.
Yeah, the
big
big level of him. Right.
The big bees.
I'm only at a 16.
I can give 2.
I'll give 2 easily.
There we go. 20.
We're teaming this.
Yeah.
Got this.
So
Puzzling.
you're sat there trying to put it together, try and figure out what it is, and
I'm not doing this quietly, because I have a tendency of when I'm thinking, when my brain is wiring, I mumble. So I am going like, everything that I've just said out like to you guys, I'm doing this out loud. It's like, there's 5 of us in here who want this done, and you can figure out who wants things and what they want, and you can figure out the power, and I can figure out there's a piece missing. And I was like, how can I puzzle all of these together? All these powers sort of can do it into one, and you can think of like who needs to be spoken to. So maybe we can figure out what's missing and who needs what, and then like just trying to see if I can cog work ourselves together.
So at first you are trying to figure out this problem, and you think that there's like a few different things that you need to figure out that are the missing pieces, but then you think about it a bit more and you realize it's not 3 like multiple or like several missing pieces that are small. It's that there's a wrong piece in the middle. That piece is Wendy, but you take that out and you still have the gap of the way this company works, the way everything's been running, is you need to be sapping people of their potential to like have anything like this happen, and it's like it could change the world. So your choices are: do you like deal with this by just saying we don't work on that scale anymore, we kind of abandon magic, or do you try to find an alternate way to generate magic? And because you got to the 20, you think back to, and this is I think where you two come in, which is
knives.
Yeah.
I'ma go stab Wendy.
You finally get to use the knife.
You get
the second you were like, there's a problem, and at the center of it is Wendy, I was like, oh,
I'm so ready to fucking stab a bitch.
Sorry.
So yeah, Flo, what you're hearing is not knives. You're hearing, like obviously, you hear Spencer's mumbling, and you hear like everyone wanting to find a solution, and Cam's thinking about it and thinking about magic, and wanting to understand it, and you kind of almost get to see what Cam's seen of like the magic auras. And what Cam's
strong.
what Cam saw was your aura was at its yellowiest when you were cooking and creating dishes.
Yeah.
And you like, and that's like a pattern that like when Spencer was in the middle of inventing it, all like truly to the degree where it seemed like the sparkles were pouring out of him.
So do we need to all be doing the thing that makes us sparkle more?
You think that maybe you don't have to sap someone's potential. Maybe it can be freely given if it's being created at the same time.
Okay.
That is where we're going to end today. It's a long one. I don't do short episodes, it seems. I have time blindness. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you guys next week. If you want to see next week's episode now, subscribe to the Patreon. You get it a week early. Tasty.
We'll do this now, and then it'll surprise.
Woo! Where will it be?
Little sparkly magic.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly.
Woo! It's going to be moving everywhere.
Fireworks.
We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!
Bye.